Guys, do not even argue with me when I say this, bro. Legends Kyurem, bro, has the potential to be the best Pokemon game to ever touch face on this earth, bro. The best Pokemon game to ever touch face on the earth, bro. You know how much potential this guy. I don't want to overhype this shit, but like, do you know how much potential this game has? It's cool to know about the passive Sinnoh, but the passive Unova, we have a lot more questions for it compared to Sinnoh, bro. We actually have a video right here, bro. Hopefully this video can like also prove my points as well, bro. Pokemon Legends Kyurem would be amazing. Y'all see that? See what, you man? It's that damn subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We on the road to 100,000 subscribers, you know, before the end of the year. And we grinding. We upload every day, bro.
Pokemon Black and White, along with their sequels, are some of the best Pokemon games in the entire franchise.
You're right.
And we're reaching that time in a Pokemon game's life.
Wait, could I be seen?
Where they're going to be getting a remake soon, but do they really need remakes? Pokemon Black and White are...
You know, I've been seeing this question going around. People be like, do we need Black and White remakes? Yes! That's literally the next step. Of course we need Black and White remakes. Duh! Why wouldn't we want a 3D new stylized Black and White?
Seeing what they did to Diamond and Pearl, I don't think I want a remake.
No, I do. I do, because even, like, let's say they flop with the remakes. You could always just go play the original. Give them a chance. Ooh, that looked tough.
Black and White 3. I think that Legends Kyurem would just be the better experience overall. Everyone loved Legends Arceus, and it's really hard not to. It took everything we love about Pokemon and improved upon.
Yes, sir.
While they did get rid of some features that are essential to the core of Pokemon,
like what?
And health items, it's still.
But still, that shit was still gas. Like,
agile move mechanic was really cool and made battles a little more strategic. You could give a weak attack and follow it up with a strong attack.
Why were Pokemon so damn strong in this game? Like, bro, I could be level 50. The other one could be like level 21. He hits me with like I could get hit by like let's say, I don't know, a takedown. That shit take half my health. My guy, I am like 25 levels ahead of you. Why are you almost knocking me out? And then you could go again. You could go twice in a row. Like, shit.
Next turn, or maybe you could just go all out and brute force it, hoping you knock it out right then and there. There's just so much to mess around with.
Imagine we had it online, bro.
Made things even better. It's just so awesome seeing giant versions of your favorite Pokemon.
Exactly, they should have kept that in Scarlet and freaking Violet, bro.
Pokemon out of their Pokeballs at once was just such a joy to experience firsthand. Customize your energy with a new
Nah, you dead ass right now. It's like that, YouTube. What the hell? Spider-Man!
Everything in Legends Arceus was amazing, but it was by no means perfect. Again, Pokemon were unable to hold items, which really sets back some strategy from combat. I can live without it, but it would still be nice to have. Something also absent in Legends Arceus was abilities. It was pretty strange playing without them. There's some Pokemon that rely on them.
I got used to that shit quick.
Others whose abilities hold them back.
Bro, they was on Reggie Gigas' dick, bro. Nobody had abilities, but they still managed to give this guy slow start, bro. He still gets slow start, bro. Nobody has an ability in the game. This dude is the only one who manages to be the slowest thing that you, like, bro. I don't know, bro.
Imagine how horrifying slacking would have been if it was in Legends Arceus. Or how terrible Shedinja would have been without Wonder Guard. I just think that it would add to the gameplay just a little more and just make it more of a complete experience. A lot of people might disagree with me here, but I felt like there was a lack of customization. I thought the clothing options and hair...
Yeah, they were cool, but like, I feel like they could have been more shit.
It'd be pretty strange seeing people walk around with a t-shirt and smartphone. Oh wait, something that I feel would have been nice to have was breeding. It just makes things a lot more convenient, especially for shiny hunters. Again though, I see why they didn't implement it, since if we're able to breed Pokemon, that means we've domesticated them, and that isn't exactly the case. I don't think any of these missing features really set the game back though. I mean, don't get me wrong, they would have been nice to have, but the game...
Yeah, but like the game still floors type shit.
Done out of creativity, something brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl lacks.
Yo, that shit look, this, like, here's the thing about BDSP, right?
Creativity.
The game looks good. The game looks good. It's just y'all fumbled like it looks good, but it's shit. It's doodle. It's guac. It's diarrhea.
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Wax. Now let's take a look at what Ilka decided to do. They gave us a 1-to-1 recreation of Diamond and Pearl, but somehow made it worse. The whole point of a remake is to improve upon the game, not make it a carbon copy. At that point, why not just play the original games? I'm assuming Ilka didn't have a lot of...
And then we had the EXP, and then here's another thing, bro. We have an EXP share, bro. So now the game is even easier than it was back in the day, on top of it not even being as good as the game back in the day. Now it's easier, bro.
seemed like
Besides the Elite Four, which I didn't get to,
they
but
really cared about making everything exact. But I just think the Pokemon Company wasn't really letting them take the idea anywhere out of fear of being too much for them to handle. They just aren't great remakes in any way, which is a shame because I honestly thought they were looking pretty good leading up to its release. And these were some of the most anticipated remakes of all time. So it's clear which one of these games is the fan favorite. So I really hope Game Freak realizes this and decides to make Legends Kyurem. We've been getting hints to Black and White related stuff, so something is coming.
we got leaks.
What? The first obvious hint is Ingo being in Legends Arceus. He also got transported to the world, much like you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
The ancient hero looks a lot like Alder. Like,
That's actually the ancient hero?
and is suffering from amnesia. On top of that,
Bro. Like, they're not even hiding it at this point.
the ancient hero
What the
looks a
hell?
lot like Alder. Like, not even in an ancestor type way. It just straight up looks like Alder. So either
Who is he?
really strong genes, or he was also sent back to the past somehow. We also got a new addition to the Nature Trio, or I guess...
Yo, how you see how many universe shit they
That
added?
was a thing for the longest time. They're pointing so hard towards
Am I
Black and
close?
White related things, and I'm all for it. As for what I would want to see in the game, they 100% have to incorporate the original dragon in some way.
Yeah.
What the original dragon was
Original dragon. All together.
to one Pokemon. And
Guys, can you bro, think about that boss battle, bro. Think about that boss battle, bro. This will completely shit on Legends Arceus if they do everything right, bro. Think about how crazy that boss battle would be. Holy shit. Original dragon boss? People were already shitting over Volo because of his cheating tactics. I sure hate the dude. I hate the guy. I hate his guts. I hate everything about him. But an original dragon boss battle, bro. Come on, game.
That's how this game will release on its own with no secondary title. It just makes the most sense to do. Seeing End's ancestor along with Ghetsis are no-brainers. And if we do get to see End's ancestors,
Oh yeah.
finally shed some light onto who End really is. For years, people have been wondering just what exactly is up with him. Some people even suspect him of being a Zoroark, or maybe just part
What the
Pokemon.
hell?
I'm not sure how long ago in this past I would want this game to be, though. I know I mentioned the original dragon earlier.
Yo, that is true. That's another thing. See, this is why I gotta make my own video, bro. Because I mentioned this too. It doesn't have to necessarily be 100 years every time, bro. They could go a little bit further back. They don't have to do, oh, it's just a century every time. Wait, that's 100, right? Yeah. Right? I'm pretty sure it is, but they don't have to do a century every single time. Like, they could go further back than that, bro. Like, they could do what they want.
Which would mean it has to take place in the past. But I feel like if it took place around the same time in Legends Arceus, it would feel too similar to it.
Yeah.
This was during the Meiji period in Japan. And while it was cool to see how people were first interacting with Pokemon in the creation of the first Pokedex, I don't want to go through that again. Imagine an old-timey Western-themed game, or maybe one during the Industrial Revolution. I think that'd be really interesting.
Bro, what is this, history?
We don't see small villages anymore. We get to see a city first being built. Imagine what Castilia's city would look like. I think
Yo.
Life is messy. Now there's 85%.
they could still make the original dragon work out somehow, though. I mean, all they really gotta do is fuse them all together. That can't be too hard, right? Maybe the game could have dream areas, sort of like how Legends Arceus had space-time distortions. Dreams were a big part of Generation 5, so really interesting.
They had that place
and what I
too.
saw getting thrown around was instead of a steampunk industrial revolution setting, what if we got a medieval one instead? Unova has a lot of references to it.
That's what and this is exactly. Thank you, bro. Thank you, because these are the points I wanted to bring up in my video, bro. Unova, bro, has a lot of things they can go on, bro, for back in the day. Like Sinnoh, we're going back in Sinnoh. Wow, maybe we get to see this and this. Unova, there's actual shit that like, oh wait, they can go with this route, they can go this route. There's like way more, like we actually want to see what happened in the past, bro. Especially because we thought these questions would never get answered.
Talking about an ancient castle from 2,500 years ago, the Relic Castle, which was run by the two twin heroes and their respective dragon. The castle was the center of the Unovan kingdom. If you aren't familiar with the twin heroes, they were basically two brothers who couldn't decide whether to pursue truth or ideals. The original dragon thus split into two parts, becoming Reshiram and Zekrom, leaving Kyurem as an empty husk. Reshiram followed the brother pursuing truth, whereas Zekrom followed ideals. The lore is leaning more toward medieval Pokemon, on, especially with all the emphasis on dragons throughout the entire region. I mean, I still think that an old-timey Industrial Revolution Pokemon game would be awesome, but the medieval one just makes more sense.
It does.
Also, I know that N's Castle exists, but this thing only rose from the ground after beating the Elite Four, and according to a Team Plasma grunt, it had only been under construction for a few years, so I don't think we're going to be seeing N's Castle anytime soon.
That
in Legends
sucks.
Arceus, we got to see a ton of our beloved characters' ancestors, like Arceus, Bolo, and Rai. And while some people are ton of our beloved characters' ancestors, like Arceus.
Man, I miss Legends characters, bruh. I'm sorry.
Arceus, Bolo, and Rai. And while some people are tired of seeing ancestors already, I think they're
Bro, it's a past game, bro.
Characters too, though. With Ingo being in Legends Arceus, I think it would be cool to see his brother Emmett wind up in Legends Kyurem. They ran the battle subway together in black and white, so it would be really cool seeing Emmett take control of one of those stereotypical steam powers.
Yeah.
Industrial Revolution. Skyla's ancestor being like the Wright brothers building the first plane is such a cool concept. I feel like throughout the game it'd be really funny if she would just end up crashing wherever you are and be like, oh hey, what are you doing here? I think the ancestor
Yo, hold up, bro.
she would just end up crashing wherever you are and be like, oh hey, what are you
Yo, you never had some. Okay.
I think the ancestor everyone wants
You
to see.
never had the
There's
bitches.
so much mystery behind him, and by taking a look at his ancestor, we can finally figure out what N is. There's a lot of people who think N is a Zoroark, and I don't blame them. Some think that maybe he's a Pokemon-human hybrid, which would explain why he can communicate with
Freaky
Pokemon. What I
ass.
think is going to be revealed is that N is royalty. I mean, Team Plasma refers to N as the king of Team Plasma, as well as Lord. And Getsus found N when he was a kid, and decided to make him the king of Team Plasma. Do you really think Getsus would give that title to some random...
Bro, that gets his boss battle, bro. That shit was different.
Also able to
You had to
capture
fight
Shrimp.
N and then gets this, like, give me a
Two
break.
Pokemon who were captured by the twin heroes. There's so little we know about N, so it would be really cool to finally shed some light on his background. Getsus' ancestor has to play a huge role in the plot. The guy looks insane. Maybe he was a sorcerer back then if we're going based off of medieval.
Gato?
Chloris' ancestor has 100% got to be the one making all the technological progress.
Bro,
during
screw
the Industrial
Chloris, bro.
Revolution. He's a genius, and I'm sure that holds true
Dumbass.
for the entire bloodline. Team Plasma has to have some sort of relevance in this game, so what would they be? Like the
That
Galaxy
means Team Plasma
I
will
don't
be
think
going
Team
on for
Plasma would do that
years.
in this game. An idea I had was maybe they're the Plasma Paladins, keeping peace throughout the Unovan Kingdom. There's a lot of evidence backing up why they become knights, though. Team Plasma's uniforms already looks like a knight's armor. Their logo straight up looks like a shield. Getsus' cloak looks like a crenellation, which is the little pattern of bricks you'd see on top of castle walls. And speaking of castles, Team Plasma's base was N's castle. And like I mentioned
Oh,
earlier,
yeah.
king. This only adds to the idea that N's bloodline's royalty and was ruling over Unova, commanding the Plasma Paladins, of course. However, if they went with the Industrial Revolution,
Bro, they gotta go with the Undust. I ain't gonna cap.
fire and lightning, so it can still work. The idea I had was plasma power plants. You're basically trying to provide power to the world.
You know what's crazy? Because after this is gonna be a Legends, like, a Legends Zygarde or some shit. There's 3 books. There's definitely gonna be a Legends, like, Zygarde or some shit. But the thing is, we, like, it's another Legends Arceus situation. Like, we know, because it's still gonna be cool. But we, like, basically we know everything about Zygarde. We unless they're just gonna give Xerneas and Yveltal some new forms, which, okay, then I'll be down for that shit. But I'm just like, you know, we know, like, everything about, like, Unova. It could expand on so much. That's the reason why Legends Kyurem could be the best out the Legends
I didn't
trio,
think that
bro.
far into it. The point is, Team Plasma is gonna get involved. An old legend in Lacunosa Town says that a large meteor fell from the sky, and that meteor apparently contained Kyurem. At night, the monster would bring cold winds and take people and Pokemon away to eat them. The town's
What the
residents then
hell?
surrounded Lacunosa Town with a wall to keep Kyurem out, and a rule was set on the town that forbade anyone from leaving the town at night, encouraging them to stay in their homes. While the residents may not believe in the tale anymore, they still remain in their houses at night, and the wall's still standing. Just hearing this legend makes the setting sound so grim and creepy.
Bro, and that's another thing about the past games, bro. The setting is gonna be crazy, bro. Because you know, back in the day, Pokemon are not pussy now, obviously. But, like, they really weren't pussy. Like, they wasn't messing with the humans, bro. Which means the setting of it is gonna be, like, crazy. Like, it's gonna be like, because Pokemon are trying to attack you in the games. Like, literally, like, it's gonna be, like, It's gonna be a dark. That's gonna be one dark ass game. I ain't gonna lie.
Setting that spooky. It's still important to note that they were absolutely horrified. In modern day Unova, Kyurem resides in the giant chasm, which is the impact crater of the meteor that supposedly brought Kyurem to Unova. And I keep saying supposedly and apparently because an NPC states that this myth could possibly be false. In Black and White 2, it's confirmed that Kyurem is what was left when the original dragon split into Reshiram and Zekrom. Though this could just mean that Kyurem wasn't what came from the meteor, the original dragon did. I think it would be sick if we got to experience the original dragon.
We definitely are. If they were to leave some shit like that out, bro,
I think they'd go in that direction.
Dawn Power Wash has 3 clean boosters not found in traditional dish soaps. It's
shut shut up.
Black and White's original theme was truth and ideals, so how exactly can we incorporate that into the plot? If we were to go with the medieval era, we could easily fit the story of the twin heroes in there. Maybe Getsus' ancestor was pulling some strings in there, sort of like how he was basically brainwashing En. I don't really know who a surprise villain could be. I feel like all of our candidates are too obvious. Maybe the king wants Pokemon to live in harmony and another wants to weaponize them. I don't know. I'm just throwing darts blindly and hoping I hit something. Oh my god, I hit a baby. Something we have to see is the Swords of Justice.
Oh, I forgot about them.
Musketeers, so they've got to have some sort of plot relevance.
And they're getting the paradox forms too. We already got Iron Crown, Iron Leaves. We're waiting for the freaking Iron. I don't know. And yo, imagine Keldeo gets a paradox. Yo, see, like, Unova is definitely coming, bro.
Maybe one person can be pushing forward with technology, but the others see wrong in it. I don't know. I don't got a lot of ideas to go off of since there's no source material, but I'm sure you guys could come up with something better. I think the big question that will determine a lot of this game's plot is whether it will be an isekai or not. I'm hoping that it's not an isekai because that just overcomplicates things.
Oh, yeah! It doesn't have to be an I keep forgetting Legends Arceus was an isekai, bro. Imagine where it's not an isekai, like you're just actually in that time for.
You're an outsider. We hate you, even though you're hard carrying our entire village stuff again. That genuinely pissed me off. The village would be dead without me, and you know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we're over here carrying. That's what pissed me off of Legends Arceus, bro. You have the nerve to kick me out the village. You have the nerve to kick me out the village, bro. Meanwhile, I'm heavy carrying everything, bro. No, there will be no progress. If that one coincidence where I got isekai'd into past Sinnoh, Hisui, if that never happened, bro, I don't know what the hell they would have done. None of y'all could have done the missions we did, bro. And then y'all don't see Volo's bullshit. And then we gotta stop Volo like, bro.
The starter trio is pretty important. I'm assuming we won't be seeing any of the ones from Generation 5.
Oh yeah, the start, bro. There's so much.
Generation 4 trio. So maybe we could be seeing Bulbasaur, Torchic, and Froakie. Or maybe even Sobble, Fennekin, and Turtwig. Those are just some off-the-wall guesses, and there's no real way to figure out what new typing they will take on. But I think a Ghost Blaziken would be cool. Actually, never mind. We have a lot of fire ghost types now. I couldn't come up with all the ideas on my own, though. So I decided to ask some of you what your ideas were. It would be really cool to see the Relic Castle in the ocean ruins near Undella Town, not buried by sand.
Oh yeah.
I completely forgot about these ruins.
Me too. Like, bro, they got so much.
So maybe we can learn a little more about them by reading some. King is brave. King never loses hope. King has a dream. King accepts all. Good or evil isn't all. Life is gratitude. War creates tears. King talks to all beings. This sounds like a cult. That last part about kings talking to all beings, though, I'm just saying. And the brothers that fought over truth.
That is a lot.
Maybe they could do something similar to Legends Arceus and have feuding clans for both sides. I think that might be the direction they're gonna take this, but I really hope it doesn't.
Legends Zacian, imagine.
It was such a pain having
Legends Eternatus
for both clans. I was a big fan of PokéStar Studios personally, so I would absolutely love if there was some Ancient Theaters side quest where you could perform small little scenes with rental Pokemon, referencing not only Godzilla but the same Mecha Tyrannosaur from Black and White.
What the hell?
And play it to hell and back. I think that'd be so cool. Especially, I hated how Legends Arceus only had one major town in the entire region. It felt so empty and lifeless out of town. I want to see the beginnings of other settlements too. We already know that Legends Arceus.
Yeah, we was literally in one place, bro.
Also future generations to come. However, that all comes down to if we even get to have these games in the first place.
We are.
We don't get anything at all, and if that turns out
that's not true. Bro, there's really $3. It's confirmed, bro. Riddler and Cool already talk about it.
Legends Kyurem is pretty high. It's the most logical step Game Freak can take with Legends Arceus. What I would prefer most is if Game Freak took a little break from making games to work on a quality game instead of rushing out to meet deadlines. But that's not in their control. It's up to the Pokemon Company. And we all know how much they love money. I'm not buying a $400 plush.
That's insane.
Just kidding, I'm poor. By the time I was finishing up this script, one of the most credible leakers in the Pokemon community decided to hint at a Unova game. And I really hope this video gets out before it gets released, because if it doesn't, then this whole video would be pointless. Subscribe, like the video, comment, join the Discord.
Yeah, do all that for me too. Do all that for me too. No more ads. There's no way I was right here the whole time. There's no, like, I was in the camera, right? I hope so. Bro, I feel like making my own video about Legends Kyurem, so that ends up coming out in the next couple whatevers. I told you. I told you it was going to happen. Yeah, bro. Legends Kyurem literally has the potential to be the best Pokemon game that's ever touched the earth. And all they got to do is not fumble and take their time. See what I did there? Because, like, time, like, you know, you travel back in the, but then also right now, you know, they need time to, like, make the game, like, complete. My bad.
Oh my, she's a long way from suburban town.